Hi everyone, this is Chris from A Bar Above, and today we're going to look at a classic cocktail ingredient that's really hard to find, but it's very easy to make, so stay tuned. So the classic cocktail ingredient that we're going to take a look at today is a product called gum syrup. Now you can think of gum syrup very similarly to simple syrup or a rich simple syrup, but it is much more kind of velvety and silky in texture, and that quality definitely goes through into the final cocktail. So it's a really beautiful ingredient to work with, and it's a great way to put a really detailed touch on a bar program, or even if you want to make some classic cocktails at home, this is a great way to really kind of elevate that drink. Now, if you were to take a look online for gum syrup, it's going to be pretty hard to find. It's a very obscure ingredient that's pretty much only used in cocktail world, maybe even some baking or cooking, but it's really hard to find. So what we're going to do is show you how to make gum syrup on your own, something you can do at home or at a restaurant or bar that you work at. And it's really easy. So the only additional ingredient you're going to need, other than sugar and water, is a product called gum arabic. And gum arabic you can find at some of those really kind of obscure health food stores, or you can even find it online through Amazon and have it shipped to your house. It's very convenient. So yeah, well, let's get into it and let's make some gum syrup, shall we? So the first thing that you want to do when you're making gum syrup is actually to hydrate the gum arabic. So in order to do that, go ahead and weigh out about an ounce of gum arabic. You can do multiple ounces if you want to, but I've chosen to do 1 ounce of gum arabic. And I'm just going to add it to a bowl here. And to this, I'm actually going to add an ounce of hot water to it as well. And what's going to happen is this compound is going to immediately kind of seize up and form these little tiny spheres, kind of like tapioca would when you add it to water. So that's fine. You go ahead and whisk that together, and then you're just going to allow it to hydrate for a couple of hours. Shouldn't take more than about 6 hours for the water to really get in there and hydrate the gum arabic. So after a few hours of resting, what you're left with is kind of a runny paste. Those little tiny white sphericals are no longer present in the paste, and all you have left to do is add a simple syrup to it. Now, I'd recommend a much heavier weight simple syrup to it, probably about a 3-to-1 on the sugar side, so 3 parts sugar to 1 part water, and just blend those together until you get the consistency that you want. So that's what we're going to do now, is we're just going to add a little bit of 3-to-1 simple syrup to our gum arabic, and that should pretty much be it. So there we have it. The gum syrup is pretty much done. There's nothing left to do except for putting it into a squeeze bottle, and it couldn't be easier. So the hardest part about making gum syrup is finding a good source of food grade gum arabic, and you can find that online. We'll provide a link on our website. But other than that, you know, a couple hours beforehand, just make sure you hydrate it, and you're off to make some classic cocktails. So we'll have a couple more videos in the future, I'm sure. But until then, I hope you guys have a great shift as always, and cheers. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Google+, or visit us at abarabove.com.